So yes, I grew up in Beverly Hills, but when people hear that, they usually imagine, as has been my experience, chauffeuring like to school, like you see in the movies, um, like private school. No, no. Sean's Sean grew up until fifth grade in the public school system. So there was no like, chauffeuring around private schools, even though I lived right across the street from Beverly Hills High School, literally, you guys, in this fourplex with my parents. Um, and like, I mean, that's, kind of ground central of Beverly Hills. So you went to the local public school, which was El Rodeo. So Shishi now, it's like, I can't even imagine. It's like probably as affluent and I don't know, whatever, comparable to private school, but not when I was there. This is like, let's imagine 1972. Okay, I'm six turning seven, right? Okay, so no, okay, right, public school. But I had this first grade teacher named Mrs. Fletcher, unless that was the principal's name. My friend Tommy will know, but whatever. He's the only friend I had until my best friend. So I had this this second grade teacher, and this is what I remember. Okay, now she had other ideas. I guess for her students, or I don't know, even like I guess general studies, so whatever. But she was my age or middle age, younger than me, sort of conservative, like you wouldn't imagine anything on whatever, um, but she had this like, idea to pile her entire class onto an RTD bus. Now, this is the public bus transit authority, that not a school bus. And I remember clearly being loaded onto an RTD. I was sitting here, she was across from me on those sideways seats, and everybody else was here. And she brought us to Watts, to South Central Los Angeles, and we were there to see the Watts Towers. Okay, so now, permission slips. I mean, I was six or seven, so I don't obviously know that. I know Liz. I know how progressive Liz is. Like, the first private school I was ever in, I was the only white kid, and I wish I'd never left that school. Except the only positive thing about like leaving it to other private schools is I fell in like with my best friend all the way through eighth grade. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know how Liz would say, "Okay, lady, put Sean on an RTD bus and go to Watts," but no one. There was no alarm. There was no feeling of alarm. It just was like any other normal day.